Hello, and you are back to RLO Grand Slam. What a series we had to cast before. We've just had to get refreshed as quick as we could because we've got another cracking game ahead of us. Son of Jupiter, have you finally recovered?
I'm still getting there. I was saying as we were going into our intermission that I was shaking with how that gameplay came about. You know, there was so much intensity, so much back and forth, and to have the old Bangman Ben seal the deal, I can just feel like how happy he is. We could see how happy he was yesterday by making top 8 and progressing through. So honestly, a fantastic win, but we're starting to get there. But we do have, of course, Arora up against Skyfire in this next match, and the winner will be going across to the other side of the bracket and be versing the Renegades in the semi. So a massive task ahead, but they've still got to make it through this one.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping Skyfire here to play because I was expecting them to, take a game at least against Cringe Society, but maybe that just showed how good Cringe were. But otherwise, we saw Aurora play right gaming, and that was a clean sweep for them. And they're here to play, and they play in a really good style of gameplay that's fun to watch.
It is. Aurora definitely have a bit more of a different dynamic. They were able to, do really, really well up against Riot yesterday. And we're going to see a glimpse of Skyfire here with... actually, no, this is a rematch. This must have been in the group stage as they're progressing through. So, a bit interesting.
Anyway, the ball's going forward.
Oh, wait, no, this is the actual game.
We are live, Mr. Jupiter. I know that last game took a lot out of your mental, but you do not have any time to rest, my friend. You are going to have to come and cast this game straight away, and Zen's got a pinch off the start one, nearly going all the way in.
Sorry, I thought we were doing highlights from the other day, but obviously not, as we have the gameplay already starting. A bit of back and forth coming through early in this match, but this is going to be where they stamp their authority. A shot coming out by Ghost, but it does get saved.
Anyway, both teams trying to find their footing in this match. Very hot early, lots of high aerials. No one's, sitting, too deep at the moment. They're kind of trying to do whatever plays they can make work and see if they can find any vulnerabilities.
Hopefully they can, but it's going to be a test of time in this because it is a best of 7. So it's like we always say, it's an endurance match. It's not good just winning 1 or 2 matches. You need to win 4 and shut out the opposition as well. So it's going to be a tall ask, but we have a shot coming through by Fiverr. There's an open net opportunity, but Misty coming through with a good rotation.
Exactly right. Anyway, Levi trying to win that 50, gets absolutely smacked there from Ghost. Ends up being a shot on target. But Walcott, we're going to see if he can play, the way he does with some big brain plays.
Walcott definitely going to be the person that we're going to keep an eye out for Team Skyfire. He's already proven himself with the Canberra Havoc squad before, and this is going to be another opportunity for him to prove himself again with a new team. As the shot comes through, gets saved by Zen, but the pressure is starting to mount for Team Skyfire. There will be a bit of a return. Levi going with a nice double tap potential play, but can't quite put it on there.
Both teams, just inches away from scoring the first goal here. So it looks like it could go either way, but at the moment, I'd still be putting my money on Skyfire to take the first. It's still a big roster that, has yet to be able to show what they're worth in a Grand Slamming, and so I'm hoping this is the series to do it.
It could definitely be the series to do it, but it will be a tall order going up against a very mechanically gifted team in the likes of Aurora. But there comes a shot. He goes straight across, and now Fiverr, who popped off yesterday in a massive way with the solo, can't quite get it past Ghost.
Yeah, can't get that side foot to work for himself. But anyway, Levi trying to go for the dunk from the goal line. Misty there. Fiverr's already up. Puts in a good area. And Zen, oh my god, that's a great read off the backboard.
Wow, they are looking very, very nicely. Zen getting a pop there, having the read to continue to move forward and putting it in a nice position there. Arora taking the first goal of the series.
Yeah, man, it's a great goal for them, and Zen was proven, why he'd always sort of been that mechy player. One of the first of those young boys progressing through the scene, and he's still got it, and he's never going to lose it, I don't think.
He's definitely got the potential to continue going forward, and with this young roster in Fiverr and Levi, he's given himself a very good opportunity to progress through in a big way. Levi now putting the ball back into contention, forcing out some touches from this Team Skyfire team, and they're going to be trying to put something on net. Challenges coming through from both teams, but it's going to be Arora who's taking advantage. Just comes down to Levi, puts it on the backboard. Zen coming through, but can't quite get the ankle.
They're doing so well there, Aurora. They've had the pepper for the last couple of minutes, and they've just tried to, relieve that Skyfire, but instantly getting rebounded straight back in there. A shot from Fibo was only centimeters away, but now Levi letting that whiff, leaving a shot open for Misty. No, sorry, Ghost, and geez, that was a close chance.
It would have been a chance, but Arora holds strong, and it seems like 56% of our viewers agree that Arora will take out this series, so we'll have to see. As Zen coming through with that shot, he's got his second after a very nice play here by Levi. He went for the challenge. Misty forced to go for the save there, but couldn't quite get the read, and Zen will come through with the easy put in.
Well done, there's Zen. Zen's ready to play. He's been active early, he's been accurate, and now he's going to try and maybe sit back in defense for this last minute and hold this game out, because most teams would be, hoping to be comfortable, but maybe not. It's not even a minute now. They've scored before that, and Misty now brings it back to 2-1.
This is the first time we've seen Arora be in a little bit of a rough situation, but that play in the corner by Team Skyfire, pushing the ball a little bit past Levi and getting him to infield it, was very, very good. They're able to be back into contention with this, and now there's an opportunity as well. Misty going for the double, doesn't have the boost, but the follow by Walcott is good, and within 10 to 15 seconds, Skyfire are back in this.
Commentator's curse coming alive once again there. You think 2 goals is safe with a minute left. How about it's not safe for 5 seconds in this game?
Wow, very quick turnaround, and that just proves how quick these teams are able to score. All it takes is a couple of kickoff wins, and they're able to put it back into a good position. It's up to Aurora now to step up and try to put some pressure onto this team of Team Skyfire, who've been really good so far, besides those couple of put-in goals. But now we see the ball going across to Walcott, I believe, who's going to put it straight back. He pulls out of the challenge as Misty's already up. Shot there, but it does get blocked out by Fire.
Yeah, they're looking like these players, they're looking good at the moment. Ghost had to be very clinical there, otherwise that was going to go right across the face. A shot from Zen there, but with a goalkeeper sitting deep like that, it was always going to be hard. Fibo reads this, he's going to waterfall down. Oh my god, Fibo! Oh, he's so damn close, but somehow the ball has not been cleared, and Levi comes through for a tap-in, and they've taken a lead with 16 seconds.
This is almost the definition of panic mechanic if you were to look it up in the dictionary. Everyone flying about on the goal line, a couple of bumps coming through as well, but it will be Levi to steal the deal, and Aurora again take the lead, this time with 16s on the clock. 5 with a beautiful win there on the kickoff, kills a lot of time away from Team Skyfire to have any opportunity, and now Levi keeping the pressure going. This is going to be Aurora looking to just time waste and take away this game 1. The ball at 0 seconds. Can they manage to keep it up? No, it is going to be Aurora taking the first.
Great performance here from Aurora. I wasn't sure how close they were going to be able to match the skill of Skyfire, but it looks like there was no fluke last week. That sweep, they are here to play. And look at Zen getting all these stats here and really, throwing his ball, throwing his team forward here and doing a great job with that.
He is one of the veterans in the scene. He's been to RLCS. He's been in these, top tier teams for quite some time. He's been a part of Chiefs, Renegades, Ground Zero, all at different times in his career. So he is going to be a bit of a standout player, and he's already leading the charge with half of the overall shots by Aurora and most of the goals as well. So he's definitely going to be a standout player. But to be fair, Team Skyfire did manage to come back. Obviously, with that panic mechanic on the goal line was a bit rough, but if they can reset themselves and, aim towards this next game, they can definitely pull this back to an equal series.
Oh, definitely. This should still be more of an evenly matched game, but we're about to find out if that's the case. Or Aurora just really hit a play. Ooh, lucky there that Fiber shot didn't have all the pace that it could have possessed. Otherwise, that was a very big opportunity for them to score within the first 15 seconds.
And that's the credibility and the exciting part of Aurora is how fast and how dynamic they are with a lot of their mechanical players. We see Levi going for solo. He gets the flip. He chooses not to go, drops it down, but can't win it.
Tries to bait out the goalkeeper so well there. It just doesn't work for him. But otherwise, they're still going to continue forward here with Levi trying to have a shot on target, ends up just hitting that bottom of the backboard, ends up setting up really well. Zen coming with pace, but leaving Fiber there. Fiber wins that 50 really well. He can't get the pass infield. A little 1-2 tick attacker there from Team Skyfire. Can't really get this ball out. And Ghost misses that EU clear there. Now, see who can mount anything, because this ball's kind of getting stuck in the corner.
It is getting stuck in the corner, but it's also being stuck in this side of Team Skyfire. They're not able to clear the attacking presence of Aurora Esports so far, and now it's going to be Levi with a bit of a shot opportunity. Gets locked out by Misty, but the rotations from Aurora are really effective. They're able to lock this ball down and keep the time and space in their favor. Finally, they're able to beat the challenge of Zen, but it's going to be Fiber looking to control the ball. Got lots of boost to work with. Goes for an air drag, gets the flip reset. Will he use it? Decides to go down, gets the 50 as well. The solo play working massively for them, but there is an opportunity. Bit of an overcommit on the goal line. Luckily, Levi's there.
Yeah, if Misty got any of a connection there, I thought I was going to put my money on that one going all the way in, but otherwise Misty's still trying to go for it again. Good 50 here. Forces the ban and Fiber to try and dribble this one out, but it seems like that's been their scapegoat today, is trying to dribble their way, well, the air drags all the way out of the defense.
It is definitely a good option, is to go for an air drag over those, defensive lines of the other team. So let's see how efficient they're going to be. As we get a bit of a clear by Ghost, it will get cut off by Aurora Esports once again. Ghost trying to move that ball forward, but can't quite do so. And it seems like Team Skyfire now mounting a bit of an attack. Zen has to go for an early challenge there, does win it, and is able to actually get a second, and he's got boost as well. So let's see what he can do with the play. He goes for a low 50, does manage to stop it for the time being, and gives his team a bit of an option there. Ball goes in the middle, Fiber with the shot as well.
And there he goes, then sort of just, trying to play messy here. Ends up kind of working. Levi just telling, let's just go press it in. Who cares? Let's forget about those rotations. Let's just force this one all the way in. Fiber decided to gamble as well. And they've stolen a goal here when it probably shouldn't have happened.
Well, giving Zen that much time in the corner, and he was able to pick up that corner boost as well, was a bit of a letdown for Team Skyfire. It's opened up, and there's another shot from Zen, and now the floodgates are open for Aurora.
Oh, it's been a while since we've seen the best of Zen, but I think he's here to play today. Good little glancing shot there. Hits the crossbar, goes down. Fiber tries to hit the big yoink at the end. Otherwise, he's got the goal and he's going to get credited for it.
Definitely. So Zen just stepping up in a big way. He was one of the biggest reasons why Aurora was able to get that first goal, and then is able to get the second as well. So being dynamic on all parts of the field. Five with no boost, trying to do something on the ball, just being a bit of a nuisance, but eventually it will be Walcott taking the possession, but only so far. He's not able to control it as well, and that's allowing time and space from Aurora, and that's not what you want to give this team.
That's right. But they're also going to be careful here, Aurora. I said this last game. Oh, let's forget about that statement, Zen! Oh, boy!
How has he done this? Look at the way he's been able to rotate and recover from that shot. Wow. Aurora are up at another level at the moment.
Oh, yes, Zen. That's what I want to see from him. I want to see him back at that top level of Rocket League. And if he continues to put on performances like that, I think he's going to be, pretty much nearly there. Because he's still going for some more double touches. There, pulls out defenders, and it's working for him.
It is working in spades at the moment. They're able to play their game effectively. They're controlling their space. They're shutting down all the opportunities, and Misty does get a shot there, but Levi with a good rotation. It just seems like Aurora have a very unique game style that's very effective against these teams.
It is very effective, but now it's Ghost going to be effective with his air drag of the dribble. No, it's not. It's got the biggest 50 of a lifetime all the way in from Levi. Let's have a look at this one. He could try and dribble here, but man, he gets absolutely slammed.
Aurora can do no wrong at this point. Everything going in their way. Zen with the redirect. Levi with the huge dunk there that goes straight into the goals. It seems like the gods are in favor of Aurora at this point. Team Skyfire definitely looking like Struggle Town at the moment, but they do have a bit of an opportunity here. Misty down to Walcott, but the open net! He's missed it! Oh no.
Oh, no. That's a bit of a yikes, that one. I can't believe they have not scored here. And let's hope that doesn't play on their minds, because that was a big opportunity missed. Otherwise, they've missed another one there. Better shot, but otherwise it gives Den all the way through. He's going to try and get one more touch here. How does he have the boost to get all the way up to it? Somehow doesn't score there. But now they've got possession, Aurora, and they can make something work.
It seems like as soon as they're given a sniff of time and space, they're able to make some really exciting plays happen. I love the way they're able to press this team of Team Skyfire into their own half and really control the space of the field. And we see Fiber now going for a bit of a solo play. Can't get the time and space that he needs, but is still able to be effective on the ball. Levi not fast to that challenge. Open net, and this time Walcott does not miss.
Well done here, Misty. Great EU clear. Ends up sending it right across the field. Not quite a EU clear in the end. Ends up just being more of a jump off the ball and hit. But otherwise, that's a great pass there. Dribbles it all the way in for Walcott. It's going to give him some consolation, but I can't believe they could score 3 goals in 18 seconds.
It's going to be a tall ask, and it's almost impossible with how the play has been working out in favor so far. Arora just killing a lot of time off this ball, challenging everything as fast as possible, but also having some good defensive rotation. A bit of a miscommunication here by Team Skyfire, but at this point, 0 seconds, 3 goals, there is nothing you can do. Consolation goal coming through for Misty, but the final score will be in favor of Aurora Esports.
Now we're going to start to think here. Could Skyfire possibly be getting swept in both their series? They didn't get a game out of Cringe, and it's not looking good against Aurora now. They seem to be a little bit off the pace. And hopefully it's something they can turn around in Game 3.
Hopefully it can, because you look at the lineup of Walcott, Ghost, and Misty. This is a very strong team. It's just at the moment they're seeming to be outpaced. I feel like they're a little bit flat-footed. They're a little bit hesitant to the challenges. And to be fair, Fiber, Zen, and Levi have all just been kind of flying at the ball as fast as possible with very little regard to the positioning of their opponents, and that's working out in their favor. They're managing to catch them off in awkward positions, in really awkward rotations, and then putting up some really good shots as well.
Exactly right. It's working well for them, just playing as fast as they possibly can. But looking at the stats, they're still somewhat even here. The shot counts, not that much in favor of Aurora. So I think Skyfire, are only moments away from, maybe just cracking this voodoo and getting themselves in this game. They've been able to get in winning positions before. Can they continue to do it again?
That will be the question. As long as they're able to keep up with this very fast, very dynamic team of Aurora, they will definitely have an opportunity. But the demo comes out in favor for Aurora, and already they're swinging out of the gates.
Yeah, they are very lucky there that Den did not have that one on target. Otherwise, the goalkeeper was blown up, and that was in. But anyway, oh! Fiber! What a redirect down!
You cannot stop this team. Levi and Fiber connecting so well. The young guns of the scene having their first opportunity on the big stage. And boy, what a showing they are putting up for everyone here. They retake the lead once again, and in the first 30 seconds as well.
What a absolute pinch pass as well there from Levi too. So let's not underestimate. Oh, it's a whip there. Zed's got to go for a fake here. Tries to go around 1-12. Oh my god, they're so close to getting 2 goals up early.
The big brain plays coming out of Aurora at the moment are working so well. They're rotating well. They're catching the Team Skyfire defense off guard. And as much as Team Skyfire are trying to do, they are not working out in their favor. Shot comes from Ghost, but it is on that inside post, narrowly missing. But now the opportunities open up. Fiver catches it midair, going up for the double. Zen coming flying through as well. No regard for the play, but he does miss. This gives an opportunity for Skyfire, and that counter-attack was very well executed by Walcott.
Great little dribble here from Walcott, understanding that it was just a 1v1 that he needed to win here. Not overcomplicate things. Does well there, pulled out the goalkeeper, flicks it over the top of him. That's a good one for them. Otherwise, at the other end, if Zen, gets a shot on then, it's a 2-0. End up transitioning to 1-all. And now Team Skyfire, can they mount something from this, start that is, looking pretty good for them still?
It's definitely a better start that they've had in the previous 2 matches, and they did have momentum in Game 2 towards the end, so this could be an opportunity for them to get back in, but it will need to be big because this Aurora team, like we have said all series long, is extremely dynamic, extremely quick to the ball, and will give themselves opportunities exactly like that as Fiver goes for a shot, gets saved by Walcott, but is still being locked in the Skyfire half.
That's right, just go for every ball they can, and they're continuing that with Zen just throwing his body forward. Misty hitting it around the defenders, but only gives it straight back to Fiber. Fiber's actually still going to go follow up on this, forces that awkward touch, and it works really well here. Levi going for a great flick, hits the backboard here, but surely there's going to be defenders there to, relieve the danger.
You would think so, but it seems like Arora are continuing with the attacking presence. Levi with a couple of touches around the defenders, but only so far, as Misty will now take control of the ball. Although Fiber, though, with a fantastic fast challenge, is going for the solo play, but Misty, I believe, is there. No, sorry, that was Ghost on the back wall getting that save.
Anyway, big 50 there from Fiber. Had to win that one, otherwise that was an open net. Wolcott taps it down for someone to receive. No one's there, but now it's a good little bump on Levi. Puts Levi in an awkward position. He now has to, end up losing that ball to Misty, it being outpaced there. Misty gets a good touch there, back into the midfield. Now the ball's just rotating all the way back. Wolcott taps it to Zen. Zen only gives it back to Misty. Misty's got time to think about this one. Now he's going for his own solo plays here. Doesn't quite get the connection he wants. Now Levi bangs it straight up here. He's got a chance to actually pass this. What a great pass there. But a little defensive touch there. Ends up clearing the ball.
What I'm liking at the moment that Skyfire are doing is they're able to really match the pace of Arora at the moment. In the first two matches, they were, like I said, a little bit flat-footed, but they're definitely picking up the pace at the moment, and that's working out in their favor. They're taking time and space away from Arora, and that's what they need, and rightly so. They come through, and the first lead for Team Skyfire comes now.
Well done, good hit from Wolcott there. Fiber probably wants to take his chance back again, looking at that. But otherwise, a good straight hit from Ghost up the middle, goes in, and now they've got a chance to, mount something here. It's still 2 minutes in the game, plenty of time for both teams, but now they can, maybe play a little bit safer here.
You would think so, but it looks like Arora are going to try and press the fact that they're down. They want to be back in the lead, and it's going to be up to Skyfire to do something. The bump! The bump play on the goal line was too OP. It could not be stopped, and Skyfire have a third.
Misty, fantastic big yeet here on Fiber. Has no chance of saving that when he's not in the goal. And here we go. Skyfire finally here to play.
They are definitely here to play. There's a renewed sense of pressure coming through from Skyfire, but they need to make sure they're able to stop these mechy plays coming out of Aurora Esports. It's going to be Fiber trying to catch the ball. No, it's going to be Skyfire with a quick return. The shot's on, but then having to get to that save as quick as possible. But it seems like for now, Skyfire are able to hold on.
We go ball high in the air for Ghost. Ghost is going to try and win this here. Ends up outpacing Levi. Levi decides to sit on the ground. Fiber can grab boost, can grab ball, can go around the side. No, he can't because Wolcott's there for a good 50. Wolcott nearly slides it in for a goal there. Now the Pepper's doing really well, but it's actually been broken down here. Does Wolcott have boost to put this around the side? Yes, he does. Fiber's going to have to go straight for the middle here. Tries to win the 50s, then's going to commit forward. But the ball's stuck on the backboard nearly, and it's just no room for a shot to be had. But Zen's actually there! Oh! It's come out of nowhere!
That 50 by Levi opened up so much space for Zen to have that shot. The way he challenged Ghost there on the wall. Ghost trying to control it. You never want to try and control the ball there. You're going to get challenged and pretty much have that exact same situation happen every single time. And Arora back into this match.
They are back in it, and geez, Skyfire, hopefully they're not, sweating this one out now, because it's left them some time to come back in this match. A good pass is forward. Fiber tries to flip that one over. Ben's already up early. Martin High uses the majority of his boost to go for that. Now he's going to have to hope for Levi to be behind him. Levi is there. Hits it forward. Missy's having to retreat back. If he can win this 50, we're in a good position here. Wolcott's going to miss the doink there. Fiver's going to go up on the wall. He's actually got plenty of time. No one's there to meet him. He's going to go for a fake underneath. Drops it in a good area. But no one's ended up committing forward here. Zen's just going to have to hit in the corner. 15 seconds left. Now doinks it up himself. Ghost is going off the roof here. He's going to hit it one more time down. It's in a good area. Wolcott can go and kill the game. No, he doesn't, because Levi's already fast enough. 5 seconds now. Misty's going to look forward here. Use the foot reset. Gets the ball on the ground. It's bouncing. And Ghost actually keeps the ball up for some reason. Levi's there. Can he keep it in the air? He's got boost. Can he connect with the ball? Fiber's there. Now tries to get one more bump. It's still in the corner here. Finally hits the ground. Team Skyfire get the first series win of this tournament.
And a good series win at that. If they got to game 3 before they were managing to put up a series point, then that would have been very dire situation for them. But they're able to come back into this series with that win. The one thing that I liked that they were doing is they were switching up the pace. They were going extremely fast to their challenges, and they were really working well on locking out the players and making sure they didn't have any opportunity to go for those Mickey plays. So if they can maintain this speed and pace, they're going to give themselves every opportunity to be in this one.
Yeah, exactly right. And if they continue to play these demo and bumping plays on the goal line, it's been working really well. That's always been sort of Woolcott's, signature when he plays as well, is to open up room from some clear openings. And let's see if they continue to go down that route, because it seemed like it worked quite well.
It did. I mean, if they're going to pull out a win, then it's definitely going to work well. So, like I said, they just got to make sure they maintain the possession, maintain this pressure, and they should work out well. But we're going to be looking to see how this is all progressing through, as our first opening seconds coming through will be in favor of Aurora. That touch by Ghost, a little bit awkward there. Fiber puts it in the middle, but no one there for Aurora to capitalize on. And now Team Skyfire itching to get the ball forward. Tend to double commit, but no one really damaging their Walcott, putting it in for a good angle, but no one there to follow.
Yeah, sitting really deep there, Skyfire. I thought the counter-attack might have been on for them to try and work something, but otherwise they're just happy to feel this one out in the first maybe minute, not cop anything sloppy. But now Walcott coming out of goals, hits it forward, going to have to continue his air drag, does well here. He's going to show that he does have a foot reset in him. Doesn't really make it work for himself, forcing Misty to jump off the ground. But Faker Walcott come through the middle there, made it a little bit awkward for the team, but otherwise still okay. Ooh. Until Levi nearly comes and dunks it in.
That was a good opportunity there by Aurora. They're seeming to try and lock this ball down in the Team Skyfire half, but it's going to be up to Skyfire to try and clear the defense efficiently. That misread there by Levi does work out in his favor, but he's not able to pick up Bruce, so he has to try and slow the play down as much as possible. Good communication there with Fiber to keep that ball moving forward. Now Zen going for the challenge as well, but the team pinch working fantastically to move the ball all the way to the other side of the field, and it seems like Skyfire for now are able to hold on.
Anyway, good demo there from Levi. Levi now has a chance to try and put this ball down on the ground. Good pass to the back post. Zen's there. Great one from Levi. Zen doesn't miss them.
Levi is so aggressive in that corner. He gets the demo, picks the boost up, goes for the dish, and finds Zen perfectly. A great start for Aurora, but if it was anything like the last game for game number 3, Team Skyfire are definitely not out of this one. Aurora are going to need to make sure they maintain this pressure, but Fiber with the air drag doing all the work for his team, but unfortunately not putting it in a position to capitalize.
Right. So beautiful to watch him play when he does his air drag. But what's even more beautiful is when they get on the end of it, scoring opportunity. But now Missy ends up just leaving the ball. Maybe some communication there that Woolcott wanted that one. Doesn't really work out. Now it's in a dangerous area because you know that Zen likes to be up high here. Thank God it doesn't work for them, because Skyfire are going to have to fight to live another day here to get back in this match. Still plenty of time, but it's starting to mount in Aurora's favour.
It definitely is. We're seeing Team Skyfire with not a lot of boost to work with. Aurora are rotating very effectively and taking all the boost away. We just saw a boost steal on screen as well, working out in favor for Aurora. And that shot, I don't know how he managed to get that angle, but he did put it on net. And now we see Skyfire scrambling on the defense to move forward. No boost for Misty, and that's allowing Aurora to continue the attack now. What can Levi do? He's got the ball. He's going to try and put it mid, but Misty does manage to punch it.
Fiber now going into the corner. They're mounting the pressure, as I said before, and they're keeping it in a good area. Finally, they actually get out of this press that looks like Skyfire, and they're going to be able to, work something out here with Woolcott going forward here, forcing the goalkeeper to come out. They've got him in a bad position. They need to start pressing up here, Skyfire. They need to start closing that space. Otherwise, just let him come straight back in.
As we said, if they're able to maintain the speed and not give time and space to Aurora, then they're going to give themselves opportunities. But the way that Aurora are rotating are making it extremely hard for them to be up against the ball. So it's going to be up to Aurora now to keep this pressure going as they are going for an attack here. Does manage to get a demo by Levi, but it's opening up for Skyfire now. Misty does have Bruce get sniped out by Fiber to put the ball back into the orange side of the field.
Definitely like Aurora, it's sort of playing a bit of a different style there. Like usually they're so used to them being so close like this to the ball, but maybe they're sitting back now. They're pretty happy with this 1-goal lead. And they're a little bit worried about it being overextended, but some good plays there, some good dribbles there. Zen, oh my god, what a flick that was! Goes all the way up there. Fiber has a chance for a shot, but it's only weak.
that play there could have been really advantageous. They did have the number lead. They had a 2v1 situation, but Zen with that high flick, wasn't expecting it to hit that much power, but it was a missed opportunity there. But it also killed a bit of time. Arora are still in the lead in this final minute. It's going to be up to Skyfire to mount something now, as Zen does not get past the attack there, but it's going to be Fiber to look to clear the defense.
That's right. Now 50 seconds left. Can Arora hold on here, or Skyfire going to be able to try and work something out? The ball just dropped down on the ground. No one's really clearing it very well. Levi's put it into the corner. The weak clear here still keeps it in that area. Now Zen's going to have to make sure to win that one. He does win that one. Now Levi's on the ground. Levi should be going for a shot here. It's taking him too much time to realize that he wasn't going to read that. Fiber's gone for a pre-jump. Maybe the counter-attack could be on, but Zen's in a good position to go for the dunk again. 20 seconds on the clock. It looks like they might be able to go all the way forward.
It does seem like that because they're putting a lot of pressure on, but also wasting time at the same time. But no, the panic mechanic on the goal line opens up, and that's going to be Skyfire clutching a goal and an equalizer in the dying seconds of this match.
Oh no, Fiber's just got bullied out of the way. The yeets are on, and it's just made it way too awkward for him to be able to work his way around that situation. Woolcock gets a tap in. It's 14 seconds. Is it going to be a cheeky goal before overtime? We're about to find out now.
Going to be an interesting situation. There's a bit of momentum swinging in favor of Skyfire, so Arora need to hold their own for the last couple of seconds and push this to an overtime. That looks to be the situation, although Walcott does manage to keep the ball up, so a bit of a Rule 2 situation, but it finally does hit the ground. Overtime to come through for this game number 4.
And typical overtime fashion, the kickoff was so dangerous, and Woolcott was already up there, looking like he could possibly cause some real danger there. Now Missy's got a chance for a shot, going to hit the backboard. Fiber's stretching for all his life here, but a good demo here, puts it in the midfield. It's a great one too. Oh. It's a great pass again. Misty slots it in, fantastic pass from Woolcott, and Team Skyfire come away with this win.
Skyfire there doing an amazing job to get that one on field. As we saw with Walcott, he came through, he got the beat, he got the double, put it basically sitting on the goal line, and Misty coming through with the win there. So well done by Skyfire. They're able to get a series point back, and now we're at an equal series point.
Yeah, it's still all the stats in favor of Zen, but if you're looking at the overall, it is very even, looking pretty nice for both teams here, and it's any man's game now. So we're going to have to find out, Team Skyfire really here to play, because it looks like it's happening now. They played, it took them a long time to get in that game, but they didn't look like they were as exposed as they were in the past, previous games.
They don't look as exposed as you were saying. It seems like Skyfire are keeping themselves relevant. They're matching the shots and the saves now, so a lot more even pegging. Arora are still up technically, but they did have a first game massive win, so it's obviously going to be a little bit stacked in their favor. But the thing about Skyfire is they're playing really efficiently. They're rotating well. They're cutting off opportunities where Arora are probably trying to go for more of a mech play, and that's allowing them to, just get a nice clear and set up a counter-attack.
Exactly. It does leave them more exposed than Team Skyfire. Team Skyfire, definitely I would say the better defending team here, even though they've conceded more goals. I would, think for them to, be able to hold out in a tight situation. So hopefully that is the case for them. Otherwise, Arora, they've looked for Zen. He hasn't gone missing, but he just hasn't been able to pull out any of those highlight reels to get him over the line. Those first 2 games, they were still close-ish to a degree, but it really came down to individual brilliance. But now they're going to have to start to work as a team to be able to break this Skyfire defense. Exactly.
It's the sustained attack that's going to work in their favor. They're really good at rotating and keeping up the attacking pressure. But as soon as Skyfire get that one clear that clears that little bit further past that last defender line, then that's where they're able to come through with a lot of attacking presence. So they need to make sure that when they're trying to go for this shutout, when they're trying to go for this lockdown on the Skyfire side, that they're not allowing that long clear.
Yep, well, we're about to find out now. It's kickoff going in the favour of Arora here. Fiber trying to do his own play. Fiber! Wow, what a goal to start the game.
Wow, what a way. Off the kickoff, goes himself, gets the double set up, and then bang, puts it in himself. Fiber trying to lift his team, trying to give Arora the mighty lead that they need and have now. So now it's going to be a question if they can maintain it, because they've had the lead every single game so far, but the last 2 games they've been able to give up the lead in the dying moments of the match.
Anyway, they're going to take a 2-goal lead. No, they're not. What a fantastic save from Walcott. He's trying to do everything he can to keep his team alive in this match, because otherwise that was a very, very powerful shot on target.
That was a nice opportunity for Fire, but the rotation's in favor for Team Skyfire. But Arora definitely stepping up the pace here. They're doing less mech plays and they're going for a lot more fast plays, and that's catching the defense off guard. We see Zen going for a shot there, forcing out a touch by Ghost. But so far, Skyfire able, for the moment, able to hold out, but definitely the pace has been increasing for Arora.
Yeah, I think Arora will want to be trying to definitely be looking for some more goals, because I think a 1-goal lead is not going to be good enough for them to be able to hold on here. Anyway, Misty trying to kill his ball out. They're awkward in the position. Now gives Fiber a tap in. He can't get around the ball in time to get a powerful enough a shot, leaving Misty plenty of time to get back.
Fiber not really ready for a double miss there by the side of Team Skyfire, so couldn't get any kind of power on the shot, but he's still going for a bit of a solo play, gets the fleet reset, gets it over one of the defenders, but no one from Arora able to capitalize, although there is a waterfall situation here. Misty trying to get it clear, but Fiber does get the read, puts it back up for his team, but Levi unfortunately couldn't get the read from that whiff.
Oh, great pass down there from Zen, forcing the goalkeeper out to come save this one. The pepper is real, but it's not relieving any, the pressure for Team Skyfire, but at the same time they feel like they're comfortable though, even though they're getting absolutely peppered.
Skyfire are a defensive team. They're able to go for those counter-attack plays, which are really effective. So they do tend to turtle up, but when you have Fiber doing what Fiber does, going for those solo plays, it is very, very difficult to have a strong defense. But they are holding on for the time being. Only 1 goal leaked so far in these first 2 minutes. But that's an overcommit. That's a shot. And that's Misty getting the equalizer.
Oh no, Fiber. You could see it straight away. Even before the ball was hit here, he realized where he was and he was in the completely wrong position. For all that pepper, a soft goal is all it takes to go up the other end.
And that's what we're saying with the way they're pressing. If they're pressing hyper-aggressive and they're really close, one long clear undoes them, and that's where Skyfire are able to capitalize. And we saw it doesn't need to be a pass, it can just be a straight shot and it will be effective. So maybe a bit of a adaptation coming from Arora, not playing as aggressive but still trying to go for a press will be the option, but it's how well they can do it, as the ball coming through will be for Walcott. And he's with Zero Boost still moving the ball forward, but it's a bit of back and forth as teams are trying to establish something. Fiber with a beat coming through, then no, on the goal line, couldn't get it.
Oh, they've been so unlucky, Aurora. I can't believe this game is a 1-1 apiece at the moment, because they've had plenty of shots. It should really be like a 2 or 3-1 at the moment. They're holding on for dear life here, Skyfire. But now they've finally got the counter-attack again. Here they go. They're going to score from another one of them. Misty's there to receive. He goes forward. You can see the pass infield, gets a bit of a yeet, but luckily there was 2 goalkeepers there. That was looking dangerous.
It was looking dangerous. The way that Skyfire counter-attack always looks deadly, but it's whether they can hold up the defensive line on the return as well. You don't want to overcommit in any situation, especially when the scoreline is even for the series. Zen trying to go for a bit of a block there. Does get met, but Levi will be able to move the ball forward.
Yeah, they're going to have to be careful. They're starting to miss their chances, Aurora. I don't know how many more they're going to get in this game before Team Skyfire are going to, be able to capitalise on one more play. But here we go, getting a bit of a yeet there, forcing it for Levi to try and get in the midfield. Zen gets a good 50 here. Fiber's going to go commit. Oh, they're so close from squeezing this one in. But now they're going to have to rotate really fast back because Walcott there for the dunk. Gets a good touch into the middle, but Fiber's got all the pace. Fiber's trying to go around one. Ball into sideball. Levo can put this one down the middle. Yes, he can. Zen, he's not going to read. Oh, Zen, what a shot.
How did he manage to generate so much power from the underside of his car? I will never know. It almost looked like he managed to get the flip reset there. Either way, very nice placement from Zen, and he's given his team the leg up.
Now they've got to play smart. They cannot be overextending here. They've finally got that lead back that they've been working so hard to get. We'll have to find out, what are Team Skyfire to do? Are they going to finally stretch themselves here for more of a counter-attack play, or are they still going to try and hope for one more mistake?
It's going to be interesting. I feel like Skyfire need to kind of turtle up and wait for that explosive counterattack, clear the defensive line of Arora and go for a shot. But I feel like Arora will play a little bit more passive now that they have the lead in these dying seconds. Twice in the previous 2 matches they were, nullified by having a hyper-aggressive line. So yeah, hopefully they're able to rectify.
Anyway, 24 seconds left. Fiber tries to get up the other end of the field. Yes, he can. Ghost is going to have to retreat back. Passes down to Misty. Misty is in a great position to read this one. Dan is just committing so hard forward here with such a limited time left on the clock. Fiber's here. Goes for a catch himself. Tries to win it, but doesn't get that one to work. Levo's got it now. 6 seconds. What's he going to do? He's going to try and play it slow in the corner here. No one's going to commit here. They understand that they have to get a big clear. Zen does well for a good dunk here, but it's still in the air. Walcott gets met on the wall. Misty's trying to pop it up on his own backboard here. Fiber's trying to get this one down. It's still alive here, but I think it's going to hit the ground. Arora have taken it out, and they are 1 game away from the semi-finals.
I love the adaptation that Aurora were able to do because, as we said, their hyper-aggressive play style means that those long clears do not work in their favor, but they're able to adapt well and hold on to that lead in game number 5, and they do take the lead now 3-2. So as you said, Bullet, they are now in a great position to close out this series.
They really are. They can sniff it now. They played so well. They were the better team in this game. And if they continue that, they're gonna win here. With Team Skyfire are the team now to change up their formula because Arora know what is working for them.
They do. Arora can see that when they, press up the Team Skyfire team, that they do give themselves opportunities, but they need to also just hang back a little bit, be at that halfway line, that midpoint line, and even maybe a little bit further back, because it's not like they can't fast aerial and challenge the ball quickly. It's more the fact that they don't want to allow those long clears because Walcott and Misty will go for them, and especially if it's Misty, he can put them on target.
Exactly right. They're going to have to be really clinical, Team Skyfire. I think they're only going to get a handful of opportunities to score. So when they're going to get them, they're going to have to make them count. Where I think Arora, they're going to have plenty of opportunities, few and far between. So let's hope they can do their best.
Let's hope so, as this is do or die for Skyfire. Will we see another Game 7, or are Arora going to lock it out and take this in a 4-2? Time will tell, but Skyfire definitely have the lineup, definitely have the ability to, although the stats do look more in favor of Arora with the shots and the assists. Skyfire are desperately, trying to catch up, trying to be a little bit more effective, and trying to get this win away.
Yeah, I'd like to see Team Skyfire play their own game. It seems like they're just trying to work around Arora instead of trying to, do what they've probably been working on, the last couple of weeks in scrims. So for me, it was take the game on. Let's not guess, and let's just not hope for some counterattacks. Let's try and play our best game we can play. And I know Wilcock will be, giving his team some fantastic information to use in this, because they're going to need every bit of ounce of wisdom to be able to get through this match.
Exactly right. Any positive words of feedback, any kind of inspiring messages that they can give, especially Walcott, who's been at that top tier, who's been to RLCS, can say, take a breath, calm down. It's just one game. We need to take this on one game at a time, because if we look big picture, we're going to get lost. You need to focus on Game 6 and then Game 7 and then the semis.
I think this is their big game at the moment. They win this game, they put all the pressure on Arora, and I think they can get over the line here. So this is really a Game 7 in my eyes, this one.
It definitely could be. I feel like if Skyfire are able to play like they did in Games 3 and 4, then this could definitely go to a Game 7. The thing that will define them in this match will be how efficient their counterattack will be, but also can they stop the time and space they're giving to players, especially Fiber. Fiber's been really, really good at creating a lot of space for himself, and Zen. Zen has been able to be super dynamic on the ball, put up some really good challenges, and that's forcing a couple of moments of hesitation for Skyfire.
Yeah, also with them sitting back in defense so deep, it's not leaving any opportunities for them to go for those demo plays they had been going for earlier in this series, where they were, exposing the goal line by, clearing someone out. But that game, they just didn't have the opportunity to put even two people up forward to, try and mount that strategy.
Yeah, and that's the risk. If you put two people up forward, then there's the risk of demos coming through on the back line. But also, you know, you don't want to leave your teammate in a 2v1 situation at any point in time. So it's a rough situation to balance when to be aggressive and when to be passive. But I feel like Skyfire have been doing an okay job, but again, it's just they're not taking away the time and space of the opposition.
Exactly right here. Anyway, it looks like definitely not Champions Field. We're going to Urban Central here for Game 6. This is a huge one to come out from here, and we've been blessed with some good series today. You know, we had a Game 7 last, and now we're looking like it's a possibility of happening again for our second game of casting, our last one of this tournament. So I'm hoping for this one to be a absolute cracker. But how are you feeling about casting another Game 7 if that happens?
I mean, having two Game 7s is, in a sense, a bit of a dream. The fact that we can get two really close series is so good for our viewership. It's so good as a caster to see these teams slug it out and battle for their rights to be moved on into the bracket. So if we do manage to get a Game 7, I am 100% down, because both of these teams are showing that they deserve to be in this semi-final.
Exactly right. Anyway, straight for the kickoff here. We're about to find out who's going to step up to the occasion, with Ghost going up early here, trying to hit the ball forward. Only gets met by one of the Aurora members. Good pass across for Misty. It looks like they're starting to play their own gameplay.
It does seem like they are being a little bit more aggressive, which is so far working out in their favor. But Misty with a beautiful EU clear. Unfortunately, no one from his team able to capitalize, and that's opening up for Levi to put some pressure on. And now Aurora on the counter. Zen going for a shot, but does get blocked out.
Right, here they go. Misty's just having the hold here, doing some U-turns in his own defensive half. Leaves it completely open. Thank God his teammate was there to help him out. With Walcott flicking it over now. One Zen touches it only for a bad positioning. They're going for a shot themselves, and they're starting to extend here. Team Skyfire, I'm liking this.
I definitely like this as well. It seems like they've got a bit of a spring in their step. That time setting up the lobby seems to have worked in their favor. They've looked to reset and put some pressure onto this Aurora side.
There we go, going some cheeky little pass across the face of the goal there. Could have worked to, work something out there for a goal, but it hasn't been. With Levi now taken into the corner, tried to flick it down into the midfield. No one's there to receive other than a Team Skyfire member and Walcott. Walcott just got a good 50. That's a good V8 there, I think, and that's Walcott going all... Not Walcott, Ghost going for the shot here. But that's exactly what I wanted to see.
Exactly, but Walcott, I actually didn't catch that on the player view, but Walcott managed to get a huge block there to set up that open net opportunity for Ghost. So Walcott really lifting his team in the last match.
Yes, perfect strategy for them now. It looks like Zen going to try and demo a goalkeeper, leaving a 1v1 situation. Misty gets a good 50 here. They could be in danger. Doesn't have enough boost, but he can probably fake out the team thinking he does. Ghost gets a pinch on the side, doesn't go across the defender there in Fiber, and Fiber tries to win that, but Misty, oh my god, great 50 there, wins the ball again. It's in a high area. They're going to have to use a lot of boost here then to try and keep this out.
Yeah, this is the first time we've seen Aurora a little bit lackluster in the play, and a shot and a dish from Walcott again. This time he catches Misty, and Walcott is playing out of his mind in Game 6.
Oh my god, Team Skyfire doing so well now. That's absolute banger, and Game 7 is a real possibility now.
It is a very real possibility, especially the way Skyfire are playing. They're very proactive on the field. They're catching Aurora in very awkward position and winning out on a lot of crucial 50-50s as well. That's been this big factor at the moment, is Walcott's getting 50-50s to advantage and opening up the opportunities for his team.
Exactly right. Good flick forward could possibly open it up here for Levi. Levi has a shot. Walcott gets a good save, but it hasn't cleared. Oh my god, he saved it again himself. What a man. That's fantastic. Leaving Ghost with plenty of flip resets for himself to use. Doesn't use it too effectively. Letting Fiber pass it down in the good position here with two goalkeepers. Pops it in the air. Still hasn't really averted the danger. And a bit of a cut off there from Levi. Levi decides, let's just go for this myself. Tries to tap it down. It's in an okay area, but again, they're getting outpaced now.
They are being outpaced and they're being outmatched. The 50s and the saves working out in their favor. And this is where Aurora are struggling a little bit. They have to use a lot of their mech to just clear the ball away, and using a lot of boost is not going to be very advantageous for them because they aren't able to sustain attacks. And this is where Walcott thrives. He's able to go for really good 50 challenges, really good beats, and opening up some opportunities for Skyfire.
Here we go, they're going to go forward here. Looks like in the Twitch chat at the moment, people do not believe in the Game 7, even though it's still a tight poll, but they believe Aurora can somehow manage to scrape the way back from 2 goals down here. They've got plenty of time now. Then ends up getting bumped, puts him in awkward position. Levi's going to go forward. Can he win the 50 here against Misty? No, he can't. But a great demo there. Again, relieves the pressure, and the demos are working so well for them.
Skyfire being super physical in this match, and I love to see it. I love how much they've been able to change up their playstyle to counteract this Aurora side. The infield pass is good from Ghost. Misty does get blocked there, and Zen will be credited for that. Now, can they see some good counterattacks? It's going to be actually Skyfire putting the pressure again on Aurora.
Here we go, Misty goes for a slow play. Interesting to do that there. Now leaves Zen a chance with a minute 15 on the clock. They're going to have to score very, very soon here, Aurora. They don't have time to second guess. They're going to have to start committing numbers forward and exposing their defense. With now Zen trying to go through the middle. You actually realize that there's a possibility of going for a complete dribble up the middle and using all his boosts to get a pass down. Can't do that. And gets absolutely dunked from Walcott.
Walcott's been this massive playmaker in Game 6. He's been able to go for those good 50s, get some good demos as well, and set up some good passing plays. He's been the pivot point for this team in terms of their success.
It really has. Still, Zen has been the pivot point for their success, and there's a great shot on target. What a save! But oh, 5 he's still running off the backboard himself.
Fiber's just one of those players. It doesn't matter what direction he's facing, where he's coming from. He knows how to read the play, and he's done a fantastic shot. Yes, it got blocked, but the follow-through was even better.
Now, 37 seconds left on the clock for them to try and mount something, but they've got absolutely stomped from Ghost from the kickoff and crushes any dreams they once had.
They want to get back into this match. They need to stop this. The early cheat from Ghost working so well in getting that return goal. And once again, Skyfire have a 2-goal lead.
Now it's looking like a really tall order now for Raw to come back. They're going to have to win their own cheat kickoff here. Otherwise, they're going to start running out of time here. Zen ends up being a bit awkward here. Misty's looking to drop this ball straight down, but Zen fantastic clear. No one's really up there. Fiver's going to have to commit all his boost for this one to try get this one down a good area. Levi has to be powerful in the shot. It is not, and now it's looking like it could be a goal for Team Skyfire. Reading the back ball, Walcott himself tries to pass it down, but that will probably be all she wrote unless his play works out in the favor of Fiber.
You need to score with time on the clock just so you can get a kickoff opportunity, but that will be 0 seconds, meaning Skyfire will match and pull it to a Game 7. They absolutely clutched up and did a fantastic job at adapting to this hyper-aggressive play style of Aurora.
And well, here we go. We are going to Game 7. We're going to see Champions Field for the second time in a row. We didn't see it at all in day one. We've been gifted with 2 of them, and thank God everyone is here to watch this series because it is really a tight affair. Anyone can win. It is a flip of a coin.
It really is. It's going to come down to which playstyle will counter which playstyle. Aurora has been countered now with the way that Skyfire played Game 6. Skyfire being hyper-aggressive, going for those bump plays, demo plays have worked out so well. And that was really the lead of Walcott. He went through, took charge of his team, made those aggressive plays, and it worked out dividends for him. So it's going to be interesting to see how Aurora now will counter.
Yeah, it's on Aurora now to try and change the gameplay. I couldn't believe if Skyfire were going to try and change that up. It was a winning formula for them, so there's no way in hell they're going to go back to their old defensive ways. They're going to try and win this game early and score, within that first minute.
That's going to be the big factor is which team can score first and then hold the lead. Who can turtle up? But it's going to be, as you said, Champions Field to determine our champion who will move on to versus the Renegades.
Anyway, Ghost going forward early, doesn't get the touch he wants, leaving Fiber a chance to win. But oh my God, Walcott, he's not going to read the backboard this early in the game. He's trying to will his team forward, and Levo again is trying to dribble this ball out, but it's just so hard. They're getting the pepper early, and Team Skyfire looking the goods right now.
They're looking so good. They're taking away time and space from this Aurora team. They're taking away boost as well, which is probably even bigger of a factor to lose if they don't have boost to make these mech plays, and then gonna struggle to keep the sustained attack. Is going to be Misty now taking control of the ball, gets past one, almost gets past the second, but the return, Fiber with the fake, the ball's floating dangerously, and it's actually going to be Zen to get the first goal.
Zen, boy, what a goal from him. He's, decided, let's cheat this number one up. I think Fiber end up, nearly getting that fake on, but they've committed there. And thank God they have, because Arora need this lead for, a game like this against Team Skyfire. They're looking like they're playing their best now.
They do look strong, but it's going to be up to Arora now to have a strong defense. It's been the weaker part of their gameplay in this series. They've been very good on attack and a little bit lackluster on defense. So it's going to be a big ask as we see a whiff there by Fiber. Demo coming out in favor of Levi there, so good opportunity. But the read from Misty almost working out in favor.
That's right, Levi having to do a backflip there. They got very lucky with that demo, because it looked like it probably should have been the other way around there. Could have quite possibly opened it up. Ghost gets a powerful shot, 2 goalies on the line, but Fiber doesn't dodge this one. It's a good demo again. They're all committing forward. They need a score from this play. There's a shot on target. It's a great save. Fiber's going to have to save it again. Walcott's come through the middle. 3 minutes on the clock, and they've evened it up.
The pepper from Skyfire was too much, and as much as Fiber was trying to get there, the placement from Walcott was pinpoint perfect. He was able to get just enough of an angle to get it away from the defenders, and they've equalized.
Anyway, Levi trying to go for the middle, can go around Misty here. Now, who's going to be helping him in the pass? You can see Fiber there, can see the man, it's Zen! He's scored twice again! He's starting to lift once again in this series.
The passing plays from Arora is so clean, and it's been Zen time and time again on the receiving end from a nice pass by either Fiber or Levi, and they're again up in the series.
Oh, it's raining Captain Dobson goals here. Now, Misty going up early, trying to win that 50, but it's dropped in a bad area. This is definitely in. Oh, no, it's not. What a save on the line for Fiber. Now the counter-attack is on. Levi's put it into the corner. He's going to try and win that one. Now Fiber passes it. He's there. Levi decides not to rotate there. Then puts it in the corner. And again, it's just end-to-end action, and it's a very exciting game to call.
Game 7, desperation coming through. It's going to be everything on the line. Winner takes all in this situation. There is no second chances. There is no takebacks. There is no opportunity to fail. So there's going to be an option. There's a demo on the goal line, but it's very slow from Misty, and the rotations will come through for Arora.
Anyway, Zen's going to have to try and do something tricky. Oh, Mouse it down for the dish. What a save on the line from Misty. Saves them from being 2 goals down. I can't believe what I just witnessed.
The saves, the defensive players are clutch in this game. We've seen a huge amount of clutch saves coming through, and rightly so, as players know exactly what is on the line. It's going to be Fiber now taking control. He's going to dish it up. Zen's there and waiting. Can they get the backball read? No, Misty has got this one.
Levi's got a powerful shot, but the Walcott's down on that bottom left corner. Passes it up to Misty. Misty goes right across the face of Ghost. Ghost are going for a 1-2-3 play. Can't make it work now. There was Fiber taking it down into the corner, looking to go for a front flick. Passes it really far. Retreated himself. Walcott's coming across the face with some boost. Now Walcott's got the ball. Walcott trying to get a demo here. Can't make it work. And it's just going ring around the rosy here in the corner. Good flick forward from Levi. One more chance to go forward. No, they can't. But it's getting a tight game now.
Definitely is, but the boost working out in favor of Skyfire. We've seen him steal a couple of boosts away from the corner, so working out in their favor. But a whiff there is going to open it up. Levi has boost to work with. He's caught the ball. He's going for a flick. He's caught it to Fiber, but unfortunately couldn't put it on target, and Zen will need to play a little bit passive.
Zen playing it very smart there. If he didn't make that 50, he was definitely going to concede a goal. Understanding that, let's just try and hang on to this lead and see if they can get one more opportunity later in the match. But anyway, Skyfire trying to pass the ball, really tick-a-tacker in the middle at the moment. Trying to make it work with Levi committing forward hard. Yeats on the goal line, nearly working, but it's not working now. Zen going hard at the ball. Walcott puts it in a good area. No one there to follow up. Fiber puts it right across the face of the goal. 1 minute left on the game in Game 7. Tries to go for the backflip play. Doesn't work here. Fiber, if he gets a pinch of a life, it could be a really good setup here. Tries to fake it, but doesn't work. Now putting in for Zen. We're down to the last minute, and now Misty's going for the drag himself.
Misty trying to make it work, but it doesn't seem to work in their favor. Aurora adapting very well to this physical, aggressive playstyle that got Skyfire the win last game. And it seems like there's an opportunity. It's an open net, but no boost for Zen to work with. will be a little bit of a sad moment there, but they are wasting a lot of time on the clock for Skyfire, and this is looking very dire.
Here we go, 20 seconds left on the clock. Team Skyfire need a press now, otherwise this is in a bad position now. Just drop down from the waterfall. Levi commits, wins at 50, 15 seconds. It's going to drop, still back in the front of their goal. Fiber still keeping the pressure on. It's a great clear here, but Lou's up there. Zed is up there already. Tries to go for the flip off the roof. The ball's high. Levi's going to drop it down. He's going to try and read it himself. Good clear here, 0 seconds. Walcott's going to try and keep it on the roof. Yes, he has. Is he going to tap it down? Fiver's gone up in the corner. 2 men in the corner now. Ghost is trying to look for a pass down. Can see Misty there. Fiver's probably won the game. Aurora have gone to the semi-finals.
What a game, what a play coming through. It's going to be absolutely insane. Aurora have done it. They are a bubble team that have come through and got the win. Absolutely insane. But I tell you what, that was a very well fought match from Team Skyfire. They were not out of it at all, but it's just a bit unfortunate towards the end there. They couldn't adapt to the ever-changing play style of Aurora.
Wow, they adapted when they needed to. Team Skyfire fought their heart out throughout this match in Game 7 and throughout the series. They brought it all the way, but it was the boys in Aurora, the young boys, coming through hot in this game, and they played some fantastic style of Rocket League for the viewers today, and they deserve to go through to the semi-finals.
They 100% deserve to go through. They're proving that there is a different play style that is effective within the OCE region. Obviously, Levi, Fiber, and Zen, very mechanically gifted, very fast-paced as well, and that worked out for them in dividends, especially Zen. 9 goals out of 16, carrying his team on the goal scores, but also leading the saves as well. 13 out of 24 saves for his team, the leading saver on the pitch as well. So Zen being the playmaker and probably the MVP of this series.
Yeah, he probably is in. I don't think you can doubt against that one. He stepped up in plenty of matches. Early, the first game, 1 and 2, he was hot. And the one that really counted, he was there to step up again. So becoming a bit of a household name now in the OCE region, Mr. Zen is hopefully here to play. But we have now got a huge interview with one of the winners today, none other than Jamal, Mr. Levi.
That's me.
Oh, dude, how are you feeling?
I'm just excited. I didn't think we were going to make it this far.
And you are now a top 4 team in OCE. How does that ring in your ear?
I couldn't tell you. I might have lost for words.
Oh, that's good, man. You've played a cracking game. You've just played it with your own freedom. Is that how you guys wanted to come out today? Just playing your own style and seeing where that will get you?
Yeah, well, our main game plan is to try and play to our strengths and force the other team to play to our strengths as well. So we want to try and be as comfortable as we can, just around each other, individually and all that.
Yeah, and we definitely did see that, especially early on in the series. You played very, very much to your own play style, but how in Game 7 did you adapt to the changes that Skyfire were making in terms of the physical aggression?
Oh, I suppose, obviously we were trying to be more aware of it, but also we weren't trying to change anything too drastically. We wanted to try and play how we play better, not necessarily try to change the way we play.
Well, there we go. Well, thank you, Mr. Levi. I will let you go back to the boys and celebrate. You don't have much time. You're going to have to get back into a semi-final match very soon. So please keep a level head, and we will be cheering you on from the Twitch chat.
Thank you, lads.
Well, there we go, Mr. Son of Jupiter. What a series and what a double game to cast for us today. 2 best of 7s. You couldn't have asked for any more to put us on the map. With over nearly 3,000 viewers at one stage was crazy. How are you feeling after today?
I mean, you can't ask for anything more as a caster to have 2 very close series go in your favor. I'm honestly super stoked to be able to have this opportunity. Also, we want to hear about all the thoughts and feelings from everybody in the channel as well. Use hashtag RLO Grand Slam on Twitter if you want to see possibly your tweet on stream, but also it's really good for us as casters and within the community to just see, you know, all your support and all the love coming through as well. But you know, I'm always blessed to have good people around me with Bullet and obviously the production team. I really thank you. And man, I'm just stoked that we got to see some good series today.
Yeah, exactly right. We have been absolutely blessed to have these last 3 days for ourselves to cast. It has come to an end for us too, but not for the end of today. I'd like to give a big thank you to RLO in general, Dover behind the scenes for being an absolute madman, Sync and Hyde doing everything as well. So we're about to hand it off to Max Formal and Mr. Yummy Cheeseman next. We've had a fantastic day. I've had a good session. We will be back after a break. Thank you for joining us today, and we will see you another time.